Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for a render FET and Injective, a price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with the render and let's see what's going on with those AI coin today. We see some green unfolding a little bit down here within the red zone where we are expecting anyway something to push for higher. However, for render, we are looking at a finished wave one here after a potential also finished structure in a wave V or an X here, and we have finished kind of like a correction here that it can be potentially something like an ABC finished or WX and a Y. And we're looking here for an impulse toward the upside where you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a 4, and a 5. And we have an ABC towards the downside here unfolding as an expanding flat. This expanding flat is unfolding a 1, 2, 3, a 5. This wave 5 there can still be unfinished. Well, despite that we are looking for something pushing for higher, I can see that there is a potential for one more wave towards the downside. I know that this looks very impulsive, honestly, and it looks even a little bit like an invalidation, meaning if we are in a 1, A, B, and a C wave 2, well, okay, we didn't took exactly the invalidation there for your wave 1, but it's very, very close, I would say, invalidation perish. And that means, yeah, there is a probability still that we might still be looking for something as a wave 5 to finish this impulse because this is finished as 1, 2, 3, 4 in a 5 wave 3, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4 is still required here in a 5. Now, the price is pushing for higher today for the crypto market. Basically, we see some greens. However, it's still yet not so much confident that we are looking for something really bullish there. This can be something as an ABC, very extended. And plus, you have double 1, 2 if you are in wave 3, whereas your 4, 5, 4, 5 plus the wave 4 invalidation. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 and wave 4 invalidated. So definitely this is something corrective, and that definitely that this ABC can be your W, your X, and your wave Y might still be unfolding here for something higher, or it can be even still finished ABC there. This is the only correction that you might get. Despite this move toward the upside here, this still can be your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 as an expanding flat wave 5. This is a clean impulse toward the downside, meaning this can be your 1, 2. And what you're looking at here is something also as a W, as a zigzag here. We have kind of like an X, and we're looking here for a wave Y. Now, this impulse toward the upside looks very, very aggressive. Yeah, there is no doubt in that. So we are looking here potentially for civil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, but still, of course, open here for something as a 1, 2. By all means, my confirmation for something bullish there is taking, of course, this confirmation higher prices. Since the price is still below here, of course, the wave 2 still can range around the fib levels required or even the perfect fib levels, I would say, for a wave 2. So this is exactly the area here that I'm looking for as a wave 2, of course, perfect fib level. And we'll see the reaction from there. Now, 886 would be the green flag there. So if we take the 886 here, at 1.62, that would be, of course, a green flag, something pushing for higher confirmation. And then, okay, there is something here else unfolding for render. Can it be something like a zigzag wave 1, then a large wave 2, then large wave 3? That is not a very far probability, guys, especially when we becomes to an end for the crypto market as a bear market. Yeah, and that means, of course, this can be a possible scenario here where we might be unfolding an ending diagonal for this final structure because the bear market is finishing up and it's going to take a while here. It's going to let us suffer. Of course, it's not going to finish very easily. Kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, directly. That would be a very easy bear market to finish. Therefore, there is a probability that this shifts to something as an ending diagonal. And this is what I'm looking at here in case that this is a large WX and a Y or kind of like a zigzag, let's say. It can be very likely a wave 2 and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. So the bear market is still there. I would say. Of course, the micro level are looking very bullish, potentially an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or A, B, and a C. But we're still very far, of course. At least we still need the confirmation for higher, and we need to invalidate all the bearish scenarios at this level here, meaning invalidation of bearish totally here for anything bearish at 1.86. Here, where we claim a bull run, where we start to claim something pushing really toward. Yep, so this is regarding a render for FET as well. We're gonna take a look at the 4 hours chart here for FET. Also, after this correction that we got after this triangle, we got kind of like an A, B, and a C or WX and a Y, of course. This is the three waves. And we start an impulse as a one, A, B, C, wave two, wave three, A, B, and a C as well, or very, very complex one, WX and a Y for wave four here. Very understandable the sideways and the time as alternation for wave two. Wave 5 given as an expanding diagonal. Very, very weird, of course, price action. But basically, we're looking for a 1 2 here. So this 1 2 is still unfolding there as a large 1 2 3 4 and a 5 here. And we might be looking at a wave 2, but yeah, it can be finished and it can be still looking for one more leg here. I will dive inside it to check what is the highest probability. Now, if we take a look at this final move here, it's a little bit choppy and horrible, I would say. But still, you can find an impulse over there where you have kind of like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for your wave 3, which is a short one, and then 4 and a wave 5. Finish somehow. I know that it's a lot of overlaps, but this is a kind of like a wave 3, 4, and a 5. So you have a large wave one, A, B, C, wave two, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave three, 4, and a 5. So your wave 5 is very extended. Your wave three is short, and your wave one is shorter than the wave three. Still an impulse, despite that a lot of overlapping happening with there. So since it is a finished impulse, yes, it can be an ABC finished, and we're looking for something very bullish here for FET, as we got, of course, an impulse there. We have kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, and another 1, 2, and you're looking for continuation to the upside. Now, the perfect confirmation would be by taking this high here, confirmation for higher. And that means very likely that we are looking for this next target, which is a 1.618 here as a wave 3 as an impulse. And I'm looking for this blue box there that it might hit the 0.19 dollars. Yeah, as 1.618 wave threes. That is huge, of course, and then 4 and 5. So that was it for FET as well. Yeah, it looks very bullish, I would say, but we gotta be careful. Where we got an invalidation is exactly over there. Meaning, if you come back and you take this low, okay, it's a red flag again, meaning confirmation for lower. This is a very dangerous, risky red flag. So if we come back here, yeah, we might drop down again to fill our perfect levels for wave two before we push. Meaning extension 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so that was it for FET. Finally, we're gonna see Injective here. Very interesting Injective, also looking very, very bullish since a long time. And we mentioned that we are in a wave 4 and a 5 unfolding here, especially after a wave 1, A, B, and a C wave 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, and then A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for your major wave 4. Now, basically, this is only a 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, internally on the 1 hour chart, if you want to count it perfectly. You can call here something as a 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4, and you're looking at a finished wave 5. However, the wave 5 even looks a little bit, yeah, a lot of choppiness here and a lot of overlap. So if you have a 1, 2 here, your wave 3 is somewhere here, definitely. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so your wave 2 anyway is very shallow, aggressive, and we're looking for a shallow wave 4 here as well, and with a very time frame. So can be very likely a 1 2. Yeah, but confirmation for this again, I still need this high. I still need to see, of course, this high as confirmation for higher prices. which is exactly this number there, $5. Yeah. If this happens, then definitely our wave 5 is unfolding towards, of course, the $7.7 for this blue box. Now, our risk where comes exactly, well, our risk is by taking the slow, but even I believe if you take the slow, be careful from the ending diagonal here because you are in A, B, and a C. You might still looking after 5 ways just like that, yeah, as an ending diagonal. So I'm gonna keep that over here as a reminder to remind you with the ending diagonal, of course, that a wave 5 might still be unfolding here. um, Actually, where I invalidate even this bearish scenario, exactly it is at this level, which is the one Fibonacci here. This is where I get, well, that's perfect because once you take this high, let's put, by the way, this confirmation exactly at the invalidation of $5.18. Why? Because the wave 4 here, in case we reach the 5.16, this wave 4 becomes longer than the wave 2, which is not allowed. This diagonal start to expand, and this is not, of course, what we are looking for. Therefore, I'm still looking, yeah, for an answer here, a total brutal answer. I would say if we take this, okay, we're pushing to the blue box. Wave 5 is unfolding. Yep. So those are the key levels and the probability for the bullish and the bearish. Yes, very likely that we might have a transition here for the AI continuation for the bullish, since of course render, FET, and injective, all of them start to look very impulsive for bullish. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord, and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.